July 25th, my summer camp, Houston, Texas. My wonderful student, Max, 12-year-old, we finished studying this book, right?
Yeah.
High school book, To Kill a Mockingbird. The presentation by Max, the floor is yours. Right.
The book, To Kill a Mockingbird, is about Dale, Scott, and Jim learning the unjust and the prejudice of life and growing up in a rainfield scene. The story begins. Scott was in first grade and had a hard time in class not because he's so dumb and stuff, it's because the teacher kept telling her, you should not be reading or writing in first grade. After school daily, the trios would make games to make the freak and make Boo Radley to come out of his house because he was imprisoned by his parents. But after his parents died, his brother Nathan Radley jailed him for his parents. A few chapters into the book, the trios begin to find gifts in the tree at Boo Radley's house. At first, they didn't take it, thinking it was the kids hiding stuff, and soon realized it was Boo Radley's way of communicating with them. This boring peacefulness continued until one day, the day when Arthur Radley cemented the tree hole, saying, "The tree is ill. Cementing it helps it stay healthy." The kids didn't believe that, and they asked Actus when he came by. Actus said, "This tree is as healthy as you." The first part brought a deep internal conflict to the trios, but they still have belief that involve childishness. Entering the second part of the story, Actus, the lawyer, and the father of the kids got involved with a case where Tom Robinson, an African American, was accused of beating the daughter of Bob Ewell. At the first trial, Actus threw a ball at Tom Robinson because the white girl has swollen on his left face, but Tom Robinson has left arm was caught in the cotton gin when he was young. The case turned out that Tom was sent to the prison for a higher court. However, he tried to escape prison. The prison guard caught them and shot them 17 times, dead. The result of this case was like a change on perspective to the kids, mixing with the assaultive words with Bob Ewell and other people in Macomb, changing their perspective and feeling about Macomb, the peaceful city. This result ruined Bob Ewell's career, and while Jem and Deal come back to a play, he tried to on Halloween, he tried to murder them, but Boo Radley stabbed Bob Ewell with a kitchen knife and ended his life while he attempted to murder. After all, Jim, Deal, and Scott had grown up in waves of cold truth splashing them every time when they had tried to regale hope of childishness. The town of Macomb seemed peaceful outside, but is turbulent on the inside. When the book approaches to a conclusion, when the detective gets the knowledge of what happens, covers up for Boo Radley, and that is the maybe why you shouldn't decide to kill a mockingbird. This is a metaphor referring to you should not kill a weak or helpless people or things as a mockingbird, full of knowledge. And another line is that you don't know someone if you don't put yourself in their shoe. And I'm going to read this part of the book. I really like this part. To begin with, this case should never have come to trial. This case seemed as simple as black and white. the statement has not produced one iota of medical evidence to the effect that the crime of Tom Robinson is charged with ever taken place. It has relied instead of testimony of two witnesses who evidence has not only been called into serious questions on cross-examination, but has flatly contradicted by the defendant. The defendant was not guilty, but someone in the courtroom is. I have nothing but pity in my heart for the chief witness for the state, but my pity did not extend so far as to putting a man's life on a stake, which she have done in an effort to get rid of her own guilty. I say guilty, gentlemen, because it was guilt that motivated her. She committed no crime. She was merely broken a rigid and time-honored code. A code so severe that whoever breaking it, an honor code of our society, a code so severe that whoever breaks it is haunted from our midst as unfit to live with. She is the victim of cruel poverty and ignorance, but I can't pity her. She is white. She knows full well the enormity of her offense, but because she desires were strong than the code was breaking, she persisted in breaking it. She persisted. A subsequent reaction is something that all of us known at one time or another. She did well, every child has done. She had put the evidence of her offense away from her. But in this case, she was no child hiding stolen contraband. She was stuck out her victim of the city. She must put him away from her. He must be removed from her presence, from this world. She must destroy the evidence of her offense. What was the evidence of her offense, Tom Robinson? A human being. She put Tom Robinson away from her. Tom Robinson was a daily reminder of what she did. What she did. She tempted A. She was white and tempted A. She did nothing that in society is unspeakable. She kissed a man, not an old uncle, but a strong young man. No code mattered to her before she broke it, but it came crashing on her afterwards. His father saw it, and the defendant testified as if to his remarks. What did her father do? We don't know. But there is circumstantial evidence to indicate that Mayella Yule was beaten savagely by someone who led it almost exclusively by his right. And we don't know part what Mr. Eel did. She did what God-fearing, persevering, respected white man would do under circumstances he will out a warrant. No doubt signing it on his left hand. And Tom Robinson's son now sits before you, having taken the oath with only good hands he possesses, his right hand. So this is saying that the case that the actress's defendant, Tom Robinson, was not guilty because Maella Eel was beaten savagely on the left face, but Tom Robinson's left hand was caught into the cotton gin years ago when he was young, when he was working for a cotton gin. Okay, so his hand was not like working. It's like broken, and he couldn't have done this. And his father had seen this, so his father has been the most suspect. That's it.
Congratulations.